podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
No matter what nobody say, man, Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. We're back to discuss the heavyweight division and a few things Bob Arum had to say. I mean, just everything, right? I mean, there's a lot going on. On one hand, you have Bob Arum saying that Whyte is more dangerous and a bigger puncher than Deontay Wilder. On the other hand, you have Bob saying that he's predicting that this fight does 500,000 pay-per-view buys in America. In America, on ESPN, Whyte versus Tyson Fury. Then there's some other stuff to talk about Frank Warren, who is saying that Fury versus Usyk did not happen over $5 million US. So that AJ wanted $5 million more. Now, you know, last we knew, AJ was said to receive $20 million and like 400,000. So, you know, 20.5. Then he wanted another 5, so he wanted 25 million to step aside. Marlon So Icy Sims, what's up, my friend? I see you out there working, bruh. You know I still follow you. I see you working. Salute, champ. The get back is real. Ruin the 504 New Orleans, what it do? UK Rob, what up? What up, Steven? What it do? Yo, so man, yeah, man. I mean, 3 things to talk about. Wow, to find out that fight fell apart for $5 million. I mean, look, I get it. 5 million may sound like nothing on the grand scheme of things, but you know, 5 milli is 5 million more. That, you know, it's just hard to recoup. But I'm with you, Soldier. See, Soldier, I'm with you, man. Listen, Bob, he says what he has to say on the day that he needs to say it. And that's the best way I can say it. He says what he has to say on the day that he needs to say it. Because remember, when he was promoting Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, he was telling the world that Wilder is the biggest puncher in the world. And when Fury was fighting Wilder, he was saying that Wilder beats everyone else besides him in the heavyweight division. Now, Wilder's out the equation, but we need his name to build other fighters. So all of a sudden, oh, by the end of the year, I'm ready to put Jared Anderson with Deontay Wilder. Oh, by the way, Dillian Whyte is more dangerous. He's more of a threat. He's a bigger puncher than Deontay Wilder. And it's like, man, promoter. I mean, but this is promoters promoting. This is promoters promoting. Eddie does it. I don't know that he blatantly lies like this, but Eddie does it, I don't know. I have a poll, though, just in case I'm the crazy one and people really think Bob is right. I'm asking the audience, is Dillian Whyte a bigger puncher than Deontay Wilder? So, you got two options there. Yes, Whyte is a bigger puncher. No, Arum's trying to sell Whyte. And then, if you want to just totally go off topic, you say, you'd rather see Wilder versus Whyte, or no one out there beats Tyson Fury. There's only one Tyson Fury. CRB1, what's going on? He says, this fight isn't happening, period. What? They've already agreed. There was like $41 million, one on the purse bid. But, you like to say that I don't believe you and then things don't happen and then they go exactly how you say. So I don't know, man. Maybe you're right and I'm wrong. This looks done, though, right? I don't know. I didn't hear that it was like on the fence. I didn't hear that it was on the fence at all, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that was won on a purse bid. And we all seen what happens, right? So you got to put down a deposit, and if you don't come forth like Triller and do what you're supposed to do, good morning, Omar. Then you lose your deposit, and then the next bid, the fight falls to the next bid. So even if you were right, and this fight didn't happen, I mean, again, I guess you're saying all together, but, Eddie would win the rights to promote this fight, just like he did with the Tio fight. It would have to be up to Fury to pull out of the fight. Yeah, but, okay, so he's come back with another super chat, and thank you again for continuing the debate. He says, Pulev won via purse bid versus Whyte, and fight didn't happen. Yeah, because Pulev isn't Tyson Fury, and he doesn't have a WBC title and the lineal title and the ring title. Like, you know it and I know it. This risk is worth the reward. Pulev wasn't worth the reward. Why am I going to go all the way to fucking, what was it, Bulgaria or some shit like that? You're kidding me? I'm Dillian Whyte. I'm doing exactly what Dillian Whyte did. Bad example, my friend. Or just poor business sense. Listen, Deontay Wilder was the champion. That's why he was going all the way to Russia, champ. He was going over there because he lost the purse bid. So he had the belt. He had to go. But Dillian didn't have to go. There was no belt on the line. It's like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't fighting over there. Why? I don't know, man. I don't know. I look at things fairly. I feel like I don't see it like that, man. LV Slugger, what's going on? Bob, in all caps. This is all caps, ladies and gentlemen. He wants you to feel it. Bob Arum can't sell Tyson Fury pay-per-view fight without mentioning Wilder. Hashtag, there's only one. Nah, he says there's only one need. Oh, no, wait. There's only one. There's only one Deontay Wilder. We put mad ease. Okay, so I was right by singing it the first time and threw myself off. So there's only one Deontay Wilder, and then hashtag most exciting man in boxing. I just hope he gets back into boxing. That would be good. That would be good. Wayne, why are you hating? Why are you trying to start a chat war in there, bruh? Crazy. Listen, I agree with LV, bruh. I want Wilder back. I'm sorry, man. But I do like this fight. I'm not gonna get off topic. I like this fight. They got a grudge match here. There's some rumors that Dillian put Tyson Fury down multiple times, according to Dillian Whyte. I tried to get Xavier Miller, the trainer of Dillian Whyte, on today. He said next week. So I guess they're waiting to announce the date before they do any interviews, and that's all right. That's all right. I think it's gonna be in the UK, right, Rob? Rob, what do you got for us? Is this happening in the UK? I'm sure. I mean, I can't believe it's happening over there, and we have to pay for it on pay-per-view. I didn't expect that one. I'll tell you that. Damn, Neil Sinclair in the chat says he gives Whyte 5 rounds. All of a sudden, Fury's a puncher. You guys are crazy. How many guys has Fury stopped in 5 rounds? Let's just go check that, you know. Has he ever stopped anybody in 5 rounds for you to say that he's going to stop the dog, Dillian? Listen, Dillian, I don't know what round, I don't remember what round Povetkin stopped him, but that was clearly a punch he didn't see, you know. All right, so Wilder was stopped in the 11th and in the 7th. Schwartz. Schwartz was stopped in the 2nd. Safari was stopped in the 4th. Joey Abel was stopped in the 4th. There you go. Vinny Malderon, he was stopped in the 5th. So that's right on par. I mean, and I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're right though. He does have a few 5th and 4th round stoppages, but they're of way lesser caliber. You know, Dillian Whyte has made it to the mountaintop 2 times now, right? And he's been at that top for a very long time, waiting for a shot. Got knocked off, dusted himself off, and came right back into position, re-earning his WBC silver belt and, interim title. My bad about the silver. I don't want no disrespect at all. By the way, what's up with Valdez not signing? This is crazy. Is this to build up the fight, you guys think? Like to get the writers writing about it a little bit more? Get the people talking about it a little bit more? Like, why hasn't Valdez signed? Why is Shakur saying he hasn't signed? And why is it a thing? Like, whoa. Honestly, I'm trying not to complain too much because at least they haven't announced pay-per-view, you know. I thought it was, I got this guy that he loves to get at me and be like, yo, PBC is always asking for pay-per-view. Meanwhile, Top Rank's giving the best fights for free on ESPN. And sometimes that's true, but shit, man, now they're giving us this fight. This is like 2 foreigners on pay-per-view. And I don't know, man. The more they dragging out that Shakur fight, I wonder what's the holdup. Is it pay-per-view? You know, are they gonna try and force those 2 fan bases to make their fandoms go to the app? Fucking app. I don't get it either, man. I guess I was right on the cusp, or I just have always been intrigued by electronics, but I don't have the issues that, you know, these older people have with apps, streaming services, smart televisions. Like, I don't know. It's not that big a deal to me. I bought the Crawford pay-per-view. I was part of that 130. It wasn't an issue to buy it, I'll tell you that. The only one I've ever had an issue with, and it was because there's no playback, and that's PBC, and they won't get my money on their app no more. Ever again. That's out the window. I was happy the last one was on Showtime, right? Wasn't that Showtime with Canelo, or was that Fox? Because then I just lied to myself. I don't remember. But like I said, the fact that these guys have a little sparring beef, there's been some rumors for quite some years about, Tyson being dropped on multiple occasions by Dillian Whyte. You know, Dillian waiting for so long for his shot, wanting a shot at Wilder, and now still keeping that energy at the person that holds the belt. And he's always been a good villain. You know, he's always been a good villain, but there's talk of, the possibility of him not promoting this fight. And I don't know why that would be, because this would be his biggest fight till date. Because even when he fought Joshua, they were still both, very early in their careers. This is for an actual world title. It's for the man that beat the man. Who is the man? I mean, it's for the lineal belt. It'll be for the ring belt. So it's interesting, man. That's why I wanted to get Xavier Miller on to see, where is Dillian going? Is he going to Portugal? I guess we have to wait for the fight announcement. But let me see. I think Rob might have something. They're saying Cardiff, late April. Late April. Man, I wish they would have took the risk coming to America. I swear. The thing is, are the floodgates open for the UK? I know they can travel now, but I wonder, is it as simple? Because I wasn't expecting Canelo to get 70,000. That had to be some Brits from somewhere. That's a lot. When he fought Liam, he got 50 versus Liam Smith. So I guess he's a lot more popular since Liam now. Maybe it wasn't Brits. But they say there's a large amount here in the States when you do the Google. So I'm being told by Rob that the streets are saying that Whyte is still in arbitration and hasn't accepted, I'm assuming. And if things go his way, that may cause Fury to walk away, because obviously Whyte gets that 30% change, because he's supposed to be getting 45-55 split, 55 to Fury, 45 to Whyte, and that they changed that as the interim champion when Top Rank, went to the convention and petitioned to have it lowered to 20%. Well, that's interesting. I don't know. I think at this point we need to stop acting like Fury is going to walk away from belts or walk away from fights. Is he capable? I'm sure. Has he done it in the past? Sure. But, do you just continue to judge a man based off his past and not off what he's doing, in the present? Because he's been showing up. And if he was ever going to walk away, he would have walked away from the third Deontay Wilder fight, which is the one that he felt he didn't need to have. So he didn't walk away from that, I think, and we got to understand too, statistically speaking, certain men mature late, right? It's like 29 or 30 something. 32, I think, is when it kicks in, and Fury is what now, like 33? So, in his 29 and younger, that's when he was partying, you know what I'm saying? He's a different man now. He's got more children now, I don't know. I just want to believe that part of Fury is in his past, and that he's done walking away from fights, I got Big Matthews with the super chat that says 41,025,000, Fury's biggest payday. # where's Wilder? Yeah, well, Wilder retired, man. That's the thing. Wilder's been getting paydays, remember? As much as people hated it, he got that fat 25 milli for Brazil. And I don't remember Fury getting nothing like that. Exactly. Actually, it's happening right now. That was Wilder's mandatory that he got an absurd amount, and this is Fury's mandatory that he's getting an absurd amount. Another reason why I think that this is happening, how do you walk away from that? Now, I get it if the split were to change, but I'm also being told that, Fury has a fixed fee, so it doesn't matter if the split has changed. He got to get paid what he got to get paid, unless I misunderstood the message. Yep. But I like the fight. I don't understand why it's being received as not a good fight. Like, I love the Wilder and Whyte fight, So he beat Wilder. I want this fight. Plus, there's the rumors that Whyte is creating, saying that he knocked Fury down in sparring. There's the common opponent aspect. If Fury fights Whyte, now that's a common opponent with AJ. And, we get to see how he does with Whyte. My biggest issue is that Fury is seeing this. And I know that Whyte is better than Chisora because he obviously beat him twice. But, Dillian is a similar to a Chisora. And Fury has seen that. They fought twice. So it's going to be interesting to see what Xavier Miller and Dillian Whyte come up with and how they handle Fury. And teach us, can they teach us that phrase in boxing is truly real, that styles make fights, right? Because the casual fan is looking at this fight and they're not giving Whyte a chance, He's not as big as Wilder. He doesn't punch as big as hard as Wilder. He's not as known as Wilder. So they're writing him off. If he comes in there and he beats the guy that beats Wilder, it's like, wow, that phrase in boxing has been proven true time and time again. And this would be on a high level where styles make fights. And it's not about being 6'9" or 6'7" or having the biggest knockout record. It's about styles making fights and skills paying them bills. So we'll see. Because he's got an educated left hook, man. He's got a decent jab. We'll see if his jab is going to work with a guy like Fury. He wasn't able to knock out Robert Helenius, who's as tall, or if not slightly shorter than Fury. Obviously can't box as well as Fury. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come at this fight. I'm assuming chop the tree down, right? Being a smaller man, sell out to hit the body, but that's dangerous too because Fury's a decent uppercutter puncher, And I know somebody's gonna take a shot and say he uppercutted himself, but the truth is he can punch, he can uppercut pretty well, He gets good angles. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. April. That's not too far away, man. We could use a big fight, man. We could use a big fight. April and Cardiff, we could use a big fight. I just wish it was in a I don't know, a more appealing location, maybe. Hopefully that's a fair enough word. I don't know, something sexy, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. All this money that Frank Warren bid, I mean, I guess it's a hometown fight. Fury hasn't fought at home in so long. And obviously by home I mean by home I mean home country, right? Because it won't be his hometown. So London Runs Boxing is saying April 23rd. And that's the end of April. We need to fill the calendar. Well, Big Matthew, I'm not saying something sexy in America. I mean, just a sexy, like Cardiff. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't sound like Wembley to me, I don't know. I know AJ had a fight in Cardiff though. And all AJ fights have always looked massive, so I guess that's a big location. I know this fight is also being met with some resistance. Those diehard AJ fans feel like this isn't gonna sell. They don't think it'll do the numbers that AJ does on pay-per-view in the UK, and they don't think it'll sell the amount of seats that AJ sells in terms of tickets in the UK. Because there's obviously a competition, Fury fans and AJ fans. They're fans of two separate masters. And AJ being the draw, that's the last thing he has to hold on to for some of these fans. They can't say, oh, well, AJ's undefeated anymore. They can't say, well, AJ will beat him because they're not sure. So what they can say is that he's a draw. What they can say is that he's a cash cow. So, I know AJ's fought there, so that's a comparison for sure. If you're gonna fight a guy that fought AJ, might as well keep the comparisons going. B-Dog is saying that neither of them have the star power of AJ, and you might be right. You might be right, which I'm not sure because I feel like no one talks better than Tyson Fury. He's shown us that, he can get under anyone's skin. He can get in front of a mic and perform, literally, in front of thousands. He can sing like right after a fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Fury, again, he appeals to me. I don't know who has the bigger reach at this point after two losses. I don't know. It could be arguable that AJ has lost a lot of luster. It's not. It's definitely open for debate as to whether or not he is, the prominent heavyweight at this point in the eyes of the public. Fred Robinson, I don't know why you can't super chat because I'm reading it right now. Brother, try, deleting the app, re-downloading it, or logging out and logging back in. I know a few guys have had some of those issues, and those are kind of some of the things they do to troubleshoot. Speaking of troubleshooting, somebody shoot that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We out here growing. Yo, I'm approved to the Thurman fight, man. I'm approved to the Thurman fight, man. I'm not sure I'm going just yet. I'm still trying to get things situated. But it is fight week for Thurman, man. If anybody wants to talk Thurman and the get back, I'm just waiting for the get back, man. I'm not really beat off the pre-fight hype right now because, I've been waiting for a get back for a while. I want Thurman to come back, look good, and give me that ammunition I need. Give me the ammunition I need to talk my shit. to be a proud Keith Thurman fan, to know that he's back, man. You know? Give me that ammunition. That's what I'm waiting for. But that's coming right now. I mean, man, the 5th, I got to decide if I'm going to buy that too. I guess I am, right? What else I'm going to do on a Saturday? But damn, they starting the year off hot. Another pay-per-view. That's crazy. It's crazy. And I got to help my boy. Because you know they're going to compare him to Tank, man. So I got to buy this pay-per-view now. I gotta support him now because they're gonna compare him, man. Damn, what? Hey, yo, why my man said Keith injury time Thurman? What's going on, bro? They be hating on Thurman. That's why he need to come back, man. He need to reassert himself in this division. Damn, Big Matthews predicting 700,000 for Keith Thurman versus Barrios. Whoa. Wayne Fitness talking about Barrios gonna shock the world. We gonna write that one down. Big Matthew says with the super chat, where's the AJ Pulev Usyk numbers? Never reported. But what numbers do you speak of? Pay-per-views? Okay. Fair enough. But, I mean, they kept doing it. So, again, I mean, you obviously not failing if you did 3 pay-per-views, you know? 2 pay-per-views back to back. Keith Thurman. A lot of Keith Thurman chatter in the chat. Earl Stevens says, talk Julio Cesar Martinez Chocolatito, barn burner. What I did see is that Bam Rodriguez stepped up. He's going to be fighting Cuadras, right? That's crazy. Isn't Bam trained by Robert Garcia? That's going to be interesting. And the Martinez Chocolatito card, Diego Pacheco's on that undercard, if I'm not mistaken. Or was Diego Pacheco on the Cuadras? Let me see something. Nah. Yeah, I think he's on. I don't know. I'm sure Rob will hit me anytime now. He's definitely alert on those divisions. But I'm excited to see what Bam brings to the table. There you go, Fred. It worked. I'm excited to see what Bam brings because, he's so young stepping in. This is interesting. But, in these lower weights, you can't wait around, especially when you got names, because these guys, they grow out of these divisions. But this is a late minute replacement too, man. Interesting. A lot of things been happening slowly but surely. It's only January 31st, the first month of the first quarter. But we've definitely heated up, man. We've gotten some good news on some potentially decent, if not big fights that could be solidified here in the next few weeks to months. Obviously this Whyte versus Fury is a big fight. The Valdez versus Shakur, another big fight. And who knows what else shakes out, man, I'm sure Bacoli and Yoka are now going to have to fight since Bacoli got Yoka out of that fight with Hrgovic. So, damn, London Runs Boxing said Bam moving up 2 weight divisions. Let me know if that's the one that's trained by Robert, though. But those 2 weight divisions are what, like 2 pounds out there? What is it, 114 to 112 to 114 or something like that? 108 to 110? I don't know. Maybe 4 pounds each. Yeah, man. Evenly matched fight though when you look at it on paper, but for me, you know, even though I've interviewed fighters after fighter and they say height doesn't matter, man, I like height. I'd rather be the tall man versus being the short man. The short man got to work so much more to get in on the inside past the reach and the height of the tall man. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing who says, yes, he's trained by Roberto Garcia. There you go. Robert trains him and his brothers. Damn, Brandon, the producer, saying he guarantees he stops Cuadras. Wow. Wow. So you guys believe in him. Now I'm going to have to really be tuned in. So Lennox was the best is saying, I'm reading actually that Pulev AJ was 940,000 pay-per-views. According to Lennox is the best. And that's in response to Big Matthew, who said, where's those Usyk numbers and them Pulev numbers? Big Matthew comes back and says AJ Pulev was 600, 700. I mean, those are still good numbers. Intrigue saying one of the best is back. One of the best we've ever seen is back this weekend. Call in, champ. So you better hype him up. It's fight week. This is what I'm saying. It don't feel like a fight week. It don't feel like a Thurman fight week. He fighting Barrios, man. I don't feel it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been busy and I was at the Benavidez camp. If you haven't checked out those interviews, make sure you go to our daily uploads right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we've been uploading over the past few days all the content that we have created with the Benavidez family at the Fight Star Mansion. So check it out. Check it out. Share it. Tell a friend to also check it out. And yeah, man. Support the channel. So let me see where my poll is at. All right. Doing well. Doing well with 60% of the audience believing that Arum is just trying to sell Whyte to the American public, which is pretty much what we all can imagine, you know. It's promoting 101 to use a big name in the sport to build up other people in the sport. And, you know, the way you double down on it is to get him a fight with a big name, you know, kind of like Canelo and Mosley, where Mosley was past his prime, but he was a name and people remember names. What they don't remember is no names. So get you one. And those are the reasons that, you know, guys like the Haneys chose Gamboa and Linares. Easier names to remember for boxing fans, whether you're casual or hardcore. A lot more interviews, Ignorant Boxing, but thank you for watching both. And I'm assuming you're talking about Rayo and Benavidez, but wait till the Fathers drops. Amazing interview. He's such a good guy, you know. I knew he was a nice guy when I met him in Mexico, and we spent time, a couple of days out there, so I got to see him and, you know, interact with him. But This was different, obviously, because it was in an intimate setting. And he was dope, man. Shit, look, let me turn my camera on. I got my Benavidez hat on right here. What up, y'all? Look at this hat, B. Beauty. Yeah. So, yeah, man, he was great, man. And just such a humble guy. 46 years old, man. 46 years old. You see, I'm like, wow. 46 years old. You've had one regular WBA champ and one two-time WBC 168-pound champ at 46, and you taught yourself. Self-taught. Those little things, man, they inspiring and motivating, bro. At 46, you know what I'm saying? Because, yo, it's only up from here. Even if you don't think that he's made it, I think he's made it. You know what I'm saying? But it's only up from here, and he's only 46. Crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yo, Brandon, why you hating? Why you hating? What you mean, bruh? I've been a fan. I'm the one started the Charlo Benavidez shit in Mexico, man. Like, chill, B. Chill. I just keep it real, you know? I told him before. I think when you said the interview, I told him, like, yo, you might get dropped fucking with Nello like that. You squaring up like that. But he working on that. Working on that head movement. He working. Look, I tried to bring you with me, man. You was busy, bro. I tried. So you could have got yourself a hat, you know what I mean? Get you one. And, yeah, you'd have got to meet your man, Benavidez. Yeah, you'd have been all right. Next time, though, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Let me see. Hey, my man, Team Batman, what up? I can't wait to be back out there with you. Gonna have to. It might be this fight, man. It might be this fight. I don't know. Like I said, Trav FDY celebrating 12 months of membership. He says, come on, Ness. You know why Valdez hasn't signed. He trying to get that Fettermine out his system. Ha ha, laugh out loud emoji. And Capper Ben still hasn't enrolled in the clean boxing program. Yo, he be on the witch hunt for the WBC VADA program. I tell you, I remember he used to hate Earl for not being on it. LV Slugger says, hard to sell a pay-per-view fight with two men coming off losses. Fury ain't got no loss? Oh, you talking about Barrios and Thurman? I agree, bruh. I agree. It ain't easy. Fred Robinson says, I got Leo Santa Cruz on upset alert. 100 emoji. And Fury get his UK license back? Carefoot gone away. Yo, they wouldn't have spent $41 million if he couldn't get a license. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm being told Joshua did $78,000 in Cardiff, $700K with Pulev, and 1.2 with Usyk. Those are the numbers. Facts, not feelings, according to the producer. Yeah. You know the number to call in. I got a lot of people on Blog Talk. You got to press the one button if you want me to get to you and you want to discuss this conversation. You want to give us your opinion on the Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury fight. We got a multitude of topics here. We're talking whether or not Whyte is a bigger puncher than Wilder. According to Bob, he is. So we want to know that, your thoughts on that. Do you believe it? And then do you believe another one of Bob's predictions, which is that he's going to do $500,000 by putting this fight on ESPN pay-per-view Fury versus Whyte. And I'll double down there, right? Because I think at this point we know if Bob says something, just chop it in half, right? When it comes to pay-per-views. Like he said Fury versus Wilder would do 2 million. They did about 800,000. 850,000. Some argue that they had some more digital buys, so whatever, 1 million, half, And if he's saying 500,000, maybe half. Maybe half. Maybe half is what he ends up getting. We got El Sucio, who says, what part of San Diego were you in, homie? Shout out to TBV. I was in Santa Fe, over where the mansions was at, man. All the ranchos, man. I've seen cows. Not cows, but horses. People with horseback riding and shit. It was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope. It was down the street from Canelo. The famous Archie Moore held his camp in San Diego. And the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, held his camp in San Diego. And now, the man chasing Canelo is holding his fight camp in San Diego, So we just went out there, to get the footage and get to know the camp a little bit more, man, It had been a minute. And build a relationship with Rayo, who I'm glad I was able to meet firsthand. I'm very impressed with him, and I can't wait for his fight to get announced and to see how he does with 8-ounce gloves, bro. Whoa, it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be so crazy. And yeah, man, it was a great time in San Diego. Not much to do. Things close at 9:00, which was crazy. It was a little bit difficult to get food and stuff like that after 9. But, I wasn't out there to party. It was all work, no play, man. All work, no play. Right now, you can find the full Benavidez interview, hour-long interview, very candid, explicit, official interview right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. You can find training footage of Benavidez. If you're a fighter and you want to train like Benavidez, maybe you're an amateur, you want to train like him, I got the footage to show you what he's doing. Check it out right here, youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. I'm going out to some callers. You know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Don't forget to drop that 5-star review, helping us remain number 1 on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
I think this Jervain the Postman. I should know this by heart right now, right, Jervain? I hope I'm right.
Good morning.
Oh, shit, I'm right. What up?
What up? It's Jervain, brother. Jervain. Postman.
Jervain. Well, I got a message from Brandon.
Hey.
I hear Brandon said... Yeah, I hear Brandon say he can't make you an intro unless you call in because he doesn't just make, cookie cutter intros. He tries to take the person's personality, quotes from their calls, and implements them into the intros.
Got you. No doubt. Okay. Well, shit, I'll give him a soundbite then. Oh, yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Oh,
hey, Mr. Postman. Hit me with that, man. Put me on.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
On the topic, man.
You got to go to karaoke, champ. Damn, you out here blowing this shit.
Bro, that 500,000, man, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're gonna do that. I agree with you. They're gonna do like half, 300 maybe. And I think Dillian Whyte can pull it off, bro. I think Dillian Whyte can pull it off. Damn, I was gonna talk. Say something to Brandon, but he already hit me.
But what you mean? Dillian Whyte could pull it off? Like, why? What makes you think that?
I think he could beat Fury. I mean, bro, he's not that bad of a boxer, dog. It's his tank, man. It's his tank. He gets tired quick, and he just throw all that shit out the window. But if he could work on his tank, man, I think he can hit Tyson with some shit.
Huh. Well, all right.
He can hit Tyson with some shit.
We shall see. We shall see, man.
Bro, quick question: you doing the live fight chat for the Keith Thurman?
Well, if I'm not there, cause I'm approved, man. I might fly out Wednesday. I'm just crossing my T's, dotting them I's.
Okay. And beautiful work, my man. Beautiful work. All the interviews were fire. I got a question for you. You a Bandera Roja fan now?
I mean, I've always been. I needed the clarity. I needed the clarity. I thought. Let me let you go because you definitely got a hella background, but I do appreciate the call. We got to get you some noise cancellation headphones. That being said, I assumed, like all of us, and that's what interviews are for, man. That's what, people like me are supposed to do. Get the answers to those questions and give people clarity. And what I'm speaking about is when I asked them about losing those belts and, dealing with those party drugs, he gave me his reasons and I automatically understood. It was automatically okay for me, and it isn't like we haven't discussed possibly. It's not like someone hasn't mentioned those reasons here on the show before, but coming from him, I believed it and I understood it more because, bro, you're 20 years old. You're 20 years old and you making more money than anyone in your entire family has ever made. Shit gonna get a little bit out of control. You've been making that type of money for 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? So he's more mature. He needed to go through certain things to mature, to be who he is. This is a better version of him because of what's happened. But again, I rock with him even more now. Or if y'all want to say I'm back rocking with him, whatever, it is because of the interviews. It is because of the father. Wait till you hear the father's interview. It's because of all that. But it's also because of, like I said, what Davis said, just hearing the fact that, like, he blew up in weight, bro. He got to 270 pounds when his father left to Cali to be the assistant to Freddie Roach and try to get Jose's, junior signed. So I don't know. I just love the story now that it was told to me. Maybe this story's been out there. Maybe, he said these things. It just never got to my ears. Talking to him myself, sitting down with him for as long as I did, for all those days, getting to know him. Listen, if you ain't ever had, and then you get all this money, obviously everything gonna come at you, man. And I get him. But he's black focused, I tell you that. He said it like this. Bro, for the people that call me undisciplined, they call me fat, right? That say that I don't deserve a shot. He's like, what did Rocky Fielding do? What did anybody do? What has Charlo done? And then he says, if I'm fat, why am I knocking people out? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about being body beautiful for him. It's about putting you out. And the last thing was what he said. Oh man. about the knockouts. Definitely spoke about the body. You got to watch the interview, man. There's something I'm missing. It slipped my mind right there. It'll come to me. But you got to watch the interview, man. It's just, it's very telling. He's very candid. You know, he really opened up and spoke up on how he feels about certain situations, you know. I don't know. It's crazy. I think, you know, and I don't want to say this in any way to cause any issues, but I think the Kubas might be the issue, man. Like, if I'm a manager, you know, I'm putting both my artists on the same song, especially the more developed artists with the underdeveloped artists. If I'm a fighter, if I'm a boxing manager, and I got two fighters in the same division, I'm considering making that fight. But if I got the cash cow in that division, I'm considering, only thing I could consider is both of my guys getting a shot at the cash cow. So I don't know. Man. The Plant, Benavidez, that probably never happened because, you know, both those guys could get a Canelo shot. Plant has gotten his. Benavidez could be next after this April fight. We got Keith Injury Tom Thurman, who says, Tank soundbite while I get this money. Y'all ready for this fake fight week? Oh, man. Injury Time is back and ready to be injured again. I'm betting decision. Damn. That's crazy. I hope he don't get injured, man, because that, you know, it'll be over at that point. It's like, nah, champ, you're fragile at this point, man.
And when you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back? Go ahead, feel like a brick.
I'm be mad if he do get injured. Don't do that. Don't wish that on him, man. Don't wish that on him. Don't do that. Don't do that the one time, man. Let me see here. Looks like I got James Payne Lethal.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
Yo, how the audio sound, TPV?
You straight? What up, man?
What up, man?
They had you working the tickets, huh? You was selling them tickets.
Man, I was doing everything, champ. That was my first night as operations manager for TriStar Boxing. So, you know, I paid fighters. I paid all of the B-side fighters. I had the bankroll on me, so I was a walking bag. And some of the fighters, man, you'll trip off the attitudes of some of these fighters, especially when they just took an L. I understand that, you know, they have, like, you know, a little disappointment, a little frustration going on. But as men, we have to do a better job of keeping cool heads, even in the midst of defeat. You know what I'm saying? And it was some guys lost some tempers. It was some guys that had some words to say, but I was a man first. And I was able to keep a cool head, make sure that these guys got their paper because they worked hard for their paper. So I made sure guys were paid. I hopped over to the ticket booth and gave the ticket girls some relief, and ticket sales instantly went up as soon as I hit the ticket booth, you know what I mean? Because, you know, that's what we do, man. We hustle, we grind. The event was successful. We helped the casino generate probably an extra, like, let's see. They told me they had like a $7 million weekend. So, you know, we was a part of it. So, you know, shout out to TriStar, shout out to Oak Grove Gaming and Racing and Hotel for the wonderful state-of-the-art venue that they allow us to use, and for being gracious hosts, and for just having an overall successful event. Shout out to you for doing that work for the TVV, going and getting that work with Benavidez camp out in Vegas. I'm just tuning in, so I'm a little late to the subject matter, but I just wanted to hop on and say, y'all know what it is, man. The best part of waking up, y'all know the slogan from the 80s, man. TBV in my cup, man. Shout out to the TBV alumni that made that slogan famous. It's me, it's me, it's James, Payne, Mr. Lethal himself, TBV Familia. If you ain't hit the thumbs up button, come on, man. You must got low functioning brain cells, because this is the illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the galaxy. If you don't know where you are astrologically, that's the third rock from the sun, the boxing voice. I'm going to throw it back to you, Ness. I'm on the grind, man. Got to get back to work. But I appreciate the time, champ. I appreciate the love. And, man, I'll stay tuned and keep rocking, man. TBV for life.
For sure, champ. Appreciate you. I'm going out to Big Fish Vega.
Let the little fish go so that we can catch the big fish later.
I'm the big dog at the welterweight division.
WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world.
At the end of the day, I'm a way better fighter than Terrence Crawford.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Me and Terrence Crawford on this side of the street.
We cleaning our side of the street, then we coming after Crawford.
60-40 or 70-30, whatever we get.
Say something else. Say something else.
Big Fish Vega.
Big Fish Mafia. It ain't a movement, it's a lifestyle.
SDS Promotions.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Buenos dias.
All right, cool, man. 500,000 pay-per-view. Is that UK or here in the US? Because I don't see it happening in the US.
US.
Yeah, man. I doubt it, man. I like Dillian Whyte, man. I like him. He's a dude that comes to fight. And I always feel like when I'm watching him fight, either he's going to put you down or you're going to put his lights out. So I know I'll probably be buying it. I don't really got much else to say. I just want to say happy birthday to my boy, my son. He's 11 years old. So happy birthday to Little Fish Vega. And also happy birthday to King Born. It's his birthday as well, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to your son for sure. And happy birthday to King Born, man. And yo, King Born here. We going out to Brandon.
Hello, ladies.
Anybody that know me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman.
One of the people's choices, one of the fans' favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. What? Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, Ness, what up, bro?
What up?
Man, chilling. Enjoying this beautiful day off in the cold here in Cincinnati. Let me give a shout out to King Born and Little Fish Vega. Happy birthday, young brothers. Hope y'all enjoy y'all born days. Let me give another shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals. Not a big Bengals fan, but I've never shitted on them, never trolled them. And I'm happy to say they in the Super Bowl. It's a different energy going on in the city. Everybody happy, everybody, treating each other, nice. So shout out to the Bengals for bringing this vibe to the city, man. I'm loving it, and I'm rooting for them to win it all. As far as this fight, I like the fight a lot. I'm going Dillian Whyte. If Dillian Whyte come in that condition, in that condition he was in for like the Chisora 2 fight and the Lucas Brown fight, or even better, if he looked like he looked in that picture with him and Tyson Fury, all in shape and ripped up, and he can go 12 rounds, he got a shot. Only thing about Dillian is when he get tired, man, he gets sloppy. Start throwing wild, his feet be all over the place. And somebody like Tyson Fury could take advantage of that. So, yeah, I'm rolling with Dillian Whyte. Shout out to all my Jamaican brothers. We gonna knock Fury the fuck out, and then we gonna celebrate with a plate of oxtails. Log one. That's my call. TV.
All right. CYP, what up?
What up? What up? Happy weekend, starting the week for you mother uglies. Listen, man, I want to ask Dillian Whyte fans out there. Was y'all as mad at Dillian Whyte as you were at were you as mad at Fury as you are at Dillian Whyte when he offered Luis Ortiz that low ball offer, 250 or 350 for a pay-per-view in the UK? Was y'all mad then? Was y'all upset? I just want to know that for my personal information, because I don't give a shit what Tyson Fury offers this man. He should take it, because he's done the same thing before when he was A-side. What goes around comes around, partner. And honestly, 500,000 US, hell no. The people that I talk to boxing about, they actually think this is a tune-up fight for Tyson Fury. When I tell them who the opponent is, they're like, who? Who? People are going to watch this like a tune-up. So putting it on pay-per-view is going to be a problem, and I'm serious. I'm not trying to...
Well, little Skype restart. Damn, I had Ryan over here from Baltimore. Maryland, I see you. San Antonio, I see you. Skype done killed us, man. Skype done killed us. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. He was in the middle of that conversation. But you know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion. Right here, Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype once it restarts to call in from anywhere in the world absolutely free. You know? And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps with the visibility. We're going out to Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Yo, good morning, Ness. How you doing today, my brother?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. I'm just catching that your show was on. For some reason, I didn't get the alert. You know, in the last two, I didn't get the alert that you was on. But So what we got? Tyson Fury, and you just want to know who we think will win?
Well, we're talking about three different things, man. Bob is predicting that it does 500,000 pay-per-views in America. Then he's also saying that Whyte is a bigger threat and a bigger puncher than Wilder. And then we found out that Frank Warren says that the fight with Usyk and Fury didn't happen because AJ wanted $5 million more.
Oh, AJ wanted $5 million more to get stepped aside.
So he wanted 25.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been a lot to get stepped aside. I don't blame AJ for trying to get it. That would have been a hefty to step aside. Anybody would step aside for that. Yeah, but as far as the fight goes, I got Fury winning, knocking the bar fighter out. He's just a bar fighter. I don't see nothing with no Dillian Whyte. I don't know. Dillian Whyte no more than a tough man in a tough man competition. That's all he do. So I got Tyson beating the crap out of him. But as far as the sales go, they might go up by the time the fight comes. You know, that's questionable. I don't know if you're gonna grab no 500,000, but I got the sales maybe better than the last, because they're gonna have to absolutely put effort into promoting this fight. They don't promote Terrence Crawford and the rest of those boys like that. So they're gonna promote him. They're gonna have a lot of promotion for this fight. So I think, you know, combined sales, I don't know if it's just in the U.S. he'll just get that much, but he might do a little better because they're going to put real promotion into Tyson Fury. So that's why. As far as the fight goes, Dillian Whyte, no more than a bar fighter to me. I don't know how he got this far. Every fight, he's so tired in the later rounds. I just never seen nobody be that tired after every fight. He's just that tired. He's not a bad fighter. I've never seen nobody get that tired in every fight at the end. And he just can't do that with Tyson Fury. You already seen he don't get tired. His big ass don't get tired. So whether you like him or not, he don't be getting tired. So I just got him beating Dillian Whyte pretty soundly, beating him up. But as far as the sales go, it might be better than what people think because I got him going at least by the eighth, ninth round. He'll be exhausted. He'll be pretty much out of there. I get about the 8th or 9th round. Tyson Fury beat him, stopped him. You know, so I got him after the 6th, 7th round. If Dillian Whyte's still there, he'll be floundering. He'll be just throwing them wild punches. But as far as the sales go, I don't know if they're gonna get 500,000. I just think it might be a little better than people think. If they're gonna actually put money into advertising his fight. That's my call, Ness.
All right, Hawk, man. Thank you for calling in, champ.
All right, my brother.
All right. Hawk and Maryland. CYP, we lost you at the halfway mark.
Guess who's Bizak? That's how you haters. Oh, the cards have spoken. You know. Listen, man. No, my last part. I wanted to give props to Ness, JT, and J-Mac. The reason why I'm doing that is because I've been in this YouTube game for a short while, and I realized that you got to have real thick skin, and you got to be able to give it like you take it and bring your ass back, man. There's some sensitive people out there that cannot handle this YouTube game, man. And I appreciate you three, man, for being similar to me, being able to take it, come on back, and keep giving that shit. Y'all rare breed, man. I wanted to give a shout out to all three of y'all because y'all really are the ones who keep this shit popping. Without people like you, YouTube would be dead. So that's my praise to you three. CYP out.
Appreciate it, brother. Congratulations on the success of your show. Controversially correct. Right? Said that right? We got Intrigue. Incredible. What is up?
Lambos, Ferrari, phone whip, made overseas. The whole money bag, dead president, 150, 2010s. I want all of it. I want it all. Hey, Draco, 40 cal, 9 milli, bitch. Rolex, Versace shades. A yacht with my name when we hit them waves. I want it all.
What's good, man? What's up?
What up?
Hey, man. This keeps Thurman week, man. We need one time on the show, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, they told me Friday, man.
Oh, Friday. Oh, okay. When you said that, I thought you were talking about last Friday. That's why
I thought they was talking about last Friday, too. I don't know. I ain't getting no calls, no nothing, man, so I don't know. You know,
okay.
He locked in, man. I don't know. I doubt he gonna do this Friday fight. What is it, weigh-in? But we'll see.
Maybe. Has he ever did it? Has he ever did it on Friday? Like the Friday before on weigh-ins day? Have you ever had an interview with him?
Nah, man. Nah. I tried once, and his father, for the Pacquiao fight, his father was a little bit extra protective, so I just tipped off.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, man, but I expect a great performance, man. Like you say, you know what I mean? Pain today, glory tomorrow, man. He about to do big things. About to show y'all that new Thurman. Everybody think they about to see, you know, the old Thurman. He gonna show you the new Thurman. Better than the old Thurman. Better than the one y'all seen against Porter and better against the one y'all seen against Garcia and whoever you done seen him in the past. So
it's funny you say better because the betting lines have this fight crazy close, bro.
Yeah, it's good money. It's a good money weekend right here, man. I got to look at the rest of the cards to see what the rest of the odds, see if I can get some good parlays going. But that fight right there, like I say, that was the first fight I ever seen. It looked like earlier in this weekend they had removed the knockout odds for Thurman because they had the knockout odds like plus 235, and then they had for him to get a win from 12 rounds like plus 235. Both of them were plus 235. That was crazy, but they removed it when I looked like yesterday or Saturday. They didn't even have, you couldn't even bet on a knockout for Keith.
Crazy.
I don't know. They'll probably put it back out there. But, yeah, hey, man, and I sent you the other old intro. So I want to, you know, tomorrow, I guess, just look in your email. I sent you the other old. I'm going to use all three of my old ones this week.
Man, Man, you better get out of here. You get one
Hey man,
intro.
look man, y'all having a little contest. How people supposed to remember what intros I had?
What?
I used like 3 intros last year.
Bruh,
That's why.
you can't play them this year to remind them about last
Why
year.
not? Why not? Because folks only remembering the last one. That's why I'm like, shit. I gotta go back to like playing my old intros, man.
Oh man, that ain't even the hot intro that you had. The one that
Nah, it's the one I just sent. The one I sent you. I sent it to you a couple of days, but you probably you didn't have no show, so probably didn't see it.
You funny, man.
Yeah, man. But that's what's up, man. I'll holler back at you.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we just need Thurman to do something like, official, and then he gonna get everybody talking again. But out of sight, out of mind, man. Out of sight, out of mind. He got to put it in, man. It's crazy, yo. I've been so busy, I ain't even watched none of his shoulder content. I've been seeing that he made so much, and he's even active on his Instagram. He's super active. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I don't know, man. He got to do his thing. Yo, that's what I said, Bo. My man trying to play 3 albums. He trying to get album of the year on TPV. Shout out to Intrigue. Yo, that's hilarious, man. Man. Yo, we need fights though. Look, it was either Fury, Whyte, which I thought was the bigger topic, or Thurman, Barrios, which is not even official yet in terms of fight week, right? Today's Monday. Tuesday of any big fight is fighter arrival. I don't know that they even get in a fighter arrival because, they both, coming off losses. So then Wednesday would be the media workout. Thursday would be final press conference. And Friday would be the final weigh-in and Saturday the fight. But I think they're keeping them bubbled too, man, because I was trying to see if I could get one of them off site, and they're keeping them on. They're only doing on-site interviews, man. So I'm like, what the hell? So I guess the whole COVID Omicron is still got them nervous. I mean, people still are testing positive, and fights are being canceled because of it. So I get it. They want to be protective because this is a pay-per-view as well. So they got to keep them bubbled, so to speak, even if they're not really in a bubble. Which is another thing that we spoke to David about, and it gives you better understanding. It's like David Benavidez, he's fat, he's undisciplined, he didn't make weight. He's been at that weight for like 9 years, I think he said, and he's only missed weight once. He's like, I think those are very good odds. And, he explained it, man. It was the bubble. How many people didn't miss weight? It was like they were not able to get out. It felt like he was telling me he was on 23-1. He's like, bro, we had 1 hour to go to the gym, and it wasn't a gym. It was just a treadmill and an elliptical, and you only got 1 hour. No bad work, no nothing. They didn't let you go outside. You didn't get to eat what you wanted to eat. You had to eat what they had. So, I get it. But again, his answer is, even if you don't want to believe any of that, even if you want to take those as excuses, just know I'm still the fighter that gets in the camp 3 months early. Like, my fight is in April. I'm in camp now. So, he seems focused, man. He seems focused. He definitely seems focused, man. Oh shit! Almost unplugged my shit. Yeah, but he definitely seems focused, and then, like I said, I mean, how can you not be if you're training 3 months out, bro? They working too, man. Like Rayo did 12 rounds, or if not 13. We were debating as to whether he was 12 or 13 because nobody could remember. It was, I don't know, they working over there, I'm telling you. And that's all they're doing. The convenience of that house, you know, they're not losing time on the highway driving back and forth to sparring or from sparring to training. So everything is there. So they just eating, training, sleeping, little PS4, or rather they got PS5 or whatever number they on these days. But yeah. He's focused, man. If the fight is Lemieux gonna get bodied. Let's see though. Let's see, can he? Would it be like a stoppage, or is it gonna be like an accumulation stoppage, right? Or is he gonna stop him? I feel like, is Mark Ramsey gonna throw in the towel? Is the ref gonna wave it off? Oh shit, Luis Reyes. You right, I should have, right? I didn't get him a hat, bruh. I didn't get him a hat. He gave my videographer a hat too. He gave Travion a hat, yo. My bad, Brandon. Yo, you should have been the one to come, bro. You should have been the one to come. You'd have had your Benavidez hat signed. He had the belts on the kitchen countertop, chilling. Both of them. Yeah, it was a good experience, man. It was a good experience. There was definitely friendly. Shout out to Seattle, TBV, proud that Benavidez camp here in Seattle's backyard. Rayo, yeah, man, Rayo got me. He's done. He sold me. He sold me. I got to see him spar Joet and Joet's brother. Joet's brother is like 11 and 0, 11 KOs. Yeah, man, I'm sold on Rayo. He like, come on, man, I don't look Mexican. I'm like, yeah and no, yeah and no. I'm pretty sure, he could pass for a few other things. So somebody's spamming here. He want Oscar Valdez to sign a contract. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I can't believe he hasn't signed it, man. I don't know. It's probably a stall out for money, or it was to see what happened with Concial yesterday, right, or Saturday, because Concial won, and they could do that rematch now to further avoid him. Maybe he's like, nah, Bob, give me one more fight. Let me fight Concial again, then I'll fight him. Sometimes it be that way, man. Sometimes it be that way. Let me see. I got this couple of Fred Robinson super chats we got to get to. We last stopped off at Keith injury Thurman. Y'all going to get me in trouble with these screen names. Fred Robinson says, Ness, Fury versus Whyte has Vegas written all over it. If it was in Vegas, I'm going. I ain't going to the UK for this fight. It don't really, you know what I mean? Unless somebody paying for my trip, I ain't going. Like, I ain't that interested. If it was in Vegas, then I could make myself interested. But to go cross country and my dollar not be worth $1, nah, I'm good. Chilling right here. Right here. Big Fish Davidian says, hey, happy birthday to Lil Fish Vega and at King Born, 100 emoji, 2 birthday cake emojis with the black heart. And we got ABS1 who says, I got Whyte knocking out Fury in 6. Yeah, shit. What? I can't say sure because that's what I used to say about Andy knocking out AJ, and then that happened. Texas Bulldog Boxing says, Valdez is cycling off his magic T. Man, that's crazy, man. Once a cheater, always a cheater is how they perceive you, man. Oh, hell yeah, man. We talked about everything, Lewis, man. Hell yeah. Listen, you gotta speak it, believe it, receive it. I seen Eddie use that on Twitter, and instead he went with the Tundi Ajayi, man. Them Brits stick together, boy. Everybody know Wilder made speak it, believe it, receive it famous. And Tundi Ajayi changed it to speak it, believe it, achieve it. Him and Yard, they ain't gonna say he changed it, but that's what they had. And now Eddie using that, and it's just like, yo, come on, man. Don't be trying to steal the man's catchphrase. Let's see here. Looking like, is this Valdez or Oscar? Let me double check. And the number to call in, 1425 56, I don't know. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can add Nesta Gibbs on Skype. This is not Oscar. It is Valdez. What's up in San Antonio?
Hey, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ness. Okay. Hey, shout out to you, man. Congratulations on like all the stuff you've been doing. That's like cool, man. You just take all that in, whatever happened, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna go full circle. Like you're doing it. You're grinding, you put in the work, it's paying off dividends. Anyways, you should have asked Benavidez the Francis question, like, what's your guts to go get, like, after a fight? You know what I mean? Like, but no, that's one thing I was gonna ask you. Like, I know that I think I started seeing it. He's at the barbershop. He's getting his fade or whatever. But I never saw it go MP3. Can you not do that MP3 for the Patreon?
For the interview?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because I'm on the fly and it helps out with the MP3. You know what I mean? That's why I like the MP3s.
I just never wanted to flood the podcast MP3 with interviews because I don't know how people would react. I mean, you're only one of many, so
they're dope, man. The interviews are dope. All the interviews are dope, man. You know what I mean? Like that's what's on is the interviews. You know, you're doing dope interviews out there, Nash. Grinding. Good,
I hear
good
it.
stuff,
I mean,
man.
You're on Patreon. I'll put it on Patreon.
Congratulations to you, man. And about the fight, I like that. I like that Fury fight and Whyte. But like you said, what's Bob going to do? Can Bob use his incident that he's in with Court to bring that free to us and say, hey, look, I've been bringing fights because I don't care what's going on with Bob. I will always be like top ranked fan, man. That guy's been doing it for years. And so shout out to Bob. He is the Bob father.
All right, champ.
You have a good one, Ness.
You too, brother. Thank you for the support, man. Yeah, I just never. I wish there was a way to make a poll for the MP3 listeners. You know, I don't really have one. I could only ask my, my Patreon listeners about that. Like, I can't ask iTunes and iHeart and Spotify and really that's what I don't want to interrupt, right? Like, those people are expecting long form content, not the, that Benavidez was an hour, boy. I'm a talker. He let me go. I'm a go. But I'm just saying, people are expecting something out of the podcast MP3, so I'm a little reluctant to just put interviews there. I guess these, I haven't been doing interviews that, on the field in a while, so I guess once isn't going to hurt, but yeah, I mean, it can just get cluttered, and then the shows can be lost in the sauce, for sure, But thank you for the kind words, for sure. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Shout out to Benavidez for giving us the time and allowing us into his camp. It's always interesting, man. It's always interesting to be in those camps and see the differences in how everyone trains, man. everyone, kind of does the same thing but does different things, man. Like even the way that Benavidez uses the agility ladder, he uses that as a warm up, which is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Because some people do jump rope or jumping jacks, and he's using the agility ladder. I mean, I don't know. Everybody does so many different things, man. It's pretty interesting. Like when you in there with Thurman and it's the beginning of camp, boy, he on that Versa climber every day. That Jacob's ladder, pools of sweat falling off. You know what I mean? So it's just everyone is so different, but similar in a lot of ways. Benavidez was interesting. Let me tell you what he was doing, bro. After every round, instead of resting, he was doing squats, man. I had to act. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, is you on punishment, my man? Every time the bell ring, you doing squats instead of resting. And he like, nah, man. I wanna build my legs up so I could get lower and still move my head. I'm like, oh, all right. Next day, sure enough, they had the ropes in the ring, and he was working on head movement and squatting and all that shit again. And it's just like, that was interesting because I'll be honest, I never seen nobody on this level do squats in between a break, Not really. Never seen that. So that was interesting. Just like Rayo, I know fighters do it. I never been there to see one fighter do 12 straight. I've gotten to 8, I think even 9 or 10 once. Never 12 straight, bro. Rayo gave me 13 rounds, bro. I'm like, wow. I got to see, you know what I mean? And 13 rounds with like 4 different dudes or 3 different dudes was crazy. That shit, and that shit was West Coast, bro. Joette wasn't playing. I got so much respect for him, bro. You can see it too. It's crazy how just losing to those better people makes him better. He can do things in that ring. It's crazy. Thank God for those headgears with the bars. Like Porter uses, man, Joette shit look like a fucking astronaut helmet, man. He must never feel no pain in that shit. Don't get me wrong, I guess it could give you a false sense of confidence, but Lord have mercy, those things must protect to the 10th power, man, for real. That shit was looking like an astronaut helmet, for real, I swear. But that work was phenomenal. That work was phenomenal, man. And again, I never got to see that, shit. I think Wilder, I got to see like 8, because sparring partners with him is they only doing 2 rounds. If they could do more, they do more. But normally they doing 2 rounds, man. And he's switching out 4 and he get the 8 and it's over. Every now and then one of those dudes that did 2 might could do another 2 if he get out and get back in. I know Big Shot Shaw. Shout out to Big Shot Shaw. Got the win over Joey DeVaco. He used to could do that because he's a good boxer. I wasn't expecting him to get a stoppage either. I was telling Bo and Bama like, nah, he ain't gonna get no stoppage, man. He's so boxer first, but he changed his body around. He looking slim, trim. You know what I'm saying? Ready to rock and roll. It must be his time. But yeah, man. I mean, who else? I mean, I seen so many people spar, man, and never got to see one person do a full 12, especially not no elite dude. Like I seen Danny spar mad rounds and never seen him get the 12. Shit, that's impressive, especially in the second week of camp. Man, that boy is ready to go. What is he, 11-0? They need to cut the leash off that one. They need to just let him go and see what happens, man. For real. Speaking of Danny, oh my God, yo, you don't even know. You don't even know. Yeah, man. Anyway, I gotta move on, man. You know how it is, man. Shit you can't say and you can't say, man. But one day y'all gonna hear me be like, yo, word is born. I knew that. I couldn't believe it. Remember that time I was over there? Yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, can't say. But we will say one day. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna make sure to remind y'all. Like, this is exactly what I was talking about. What could have been, man. What could have been. So much could have beens out there, man. I don't know if you guys heard that Andre is getting an interim shot with Zach Parker. And what's my man name? John Beck is getting an interim shot versus the Brazilian. Escovedas, Falco, or something like that. That's funny, man. 2 interim titles they created, not to bother Canelo. That's what they did, not to bother Canelo, because obviously Andre wants to move up. You know, there's no WBO up there that, Andre got a better name. He can challenge as the 160 to challenge Canelo directly, same way Terrence Crawford did. But because he's Canelo, he's shielded. And the WBO's like, nah, you can't just challenge my mans, but we'll make this interim. And you can fight this Parker dude who's been promised a shot at the WBO for mad long. And then in your division, you keep your title just in case Canelo doesn't fight you. But we still going to grant that dude who's your mandatory an interim shot just in case Canelo does fight you. It's like, man, get the fajal. So Brandon is telling me that Falco is a Robert Garcia fighter. Yeah, but he's the Brazilian guy. You know, it's just interesting how it's all crazy how the way things work, man. It's just like right when you think one sanctioning body is better than the other, you realize quickly how they all do the same thing, man. You know, these interim titles pop up out of nowhere. Now we talking about 2 interim champs in 2 different divisions that already has 2 established champions. 160 has Andre. 168 has Canelo. There is no need for interim champions. Canelo don't even have a fight announced, but these dudes are so scared to tell him to do anything. Because they know he's just going to be like, all right, you don't want to make this Canelo check? We moving on without you. Oh, Mr. Transfer. Yeah, man. I mean, I'll definitely come to Seattle if the Benavidez hold camp out there, but I'm trying to get them to hold all their camps where they was at already, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm lining fighters up to come to that mansion, man. You know? If you want to hold your training camp in that mansion, holla at Ness, man. I could get you in there, man. You know? For real. But let me see here. I got JT in New Orleans. JT, just to remind you, I don't know. We're talking Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury, and the fact that Bob Arum believes that fight does 500,000 pay-per-view buys in America. Then, side topic, we talking the fact that Bob Arum is saying now that Whyte is a dangerous fight and a bigger puncher than Deontay Wilder. And then as a third topic, we're talking about Frank Warren saying that the fight with Fury and Usyk fell apart over $5 million. AJ wanted $5 million more, which would have brought him to a total of $25.5 million. Got a bunch of callers on Blog Talk as well. If you press the 1 button, I know that you want to talk, and then I can get to you. JT just said he's just listening. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Unless some of these callers on Blog Talk press 1. If not, NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.